Greetings gamers! Sony Neuro is in the news and there is a lot of information going on about this. So I'm just going to make one big ass video and we're going to break it all down for you. So strap yourselves in, grab your bottle of Coke, sit back and relax because we're talking Sony Neuro for like the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So first things first, guys, there's a lot of rumors, speculation. We can confirm that September the 7th we'll have this Sony PlayStation meeting. Yes, that's what it's called. Please, someone at this meeting, please decide on a better name. That would be great. Thanks. So yeah, that will be happening. I will obviously be monitoring that as much as I can and obviously letting you guys find out what we know when we know it. So obviously stay tuned to the channel for that. There was also a different bit of rumors going around regarding Neuro, and this is leading into the second part of our story. Basically, there is an article on NeuroGAF where Osiris Black has leaked information regarding Sony Neuro. According to what he has posted, there is actually two variants of this of Sony Neuro 4K or Sony Neuro, and at the moment PlayStation haven't decided on either one. Maybe they're waiting on Xbox to drop their announcement before they did. So basically the two systems, one is $399. That is the 4.2 teraflop system that we currently know about. That's obviously everything we know. The second system, which would have a better CPU, which would rise the price to $499. Now, he says that they were guaranteed the price will be no higher than $499. The CPU upgrade quite a bit, almost as if they haven't really decided on a final spec. That could be the pricing issue. So they're saying it's quite an upgrade on the CPU, but they didn't mention names or price or numbers, because that might be why they're trying to sort of say, well, you know, what can we do for $499? Now, I have also heard rumors that the $499 PlayStation 4K would actually come with an external brick or power supply. If that is the case, that is the first time in 10 years that PlayStation has actually gone through and done that. So that is obviously something quite substantial. Maybe they're doing that for heating issues. We're not quite sure. Obviously, they'll have to wait for PlayStation to confirm or deny that. Now, they also state that GPU is twice as powerful as the standard 4 PlayStation 4 and much faster. They didn't say how much faster. It was running at a higher clock speed while being smaller than the original. It will have a 4K Blu-ray player and will upscale games that are not native to 4K. So if you guys are playing, for example, Destiny and it's not 4K, obviously not, then it will upscale it to 4K for you. There was also some talk of VR Lounge for the Media Player app, supposed to be getting a substantial upgrade. So there was no more information on that. It stated plainly that there was no room for interpretation, that developers already have developed kits for the PlayStation 4K and are making games that will directly target and take advantage of the higher specs. It was also stated that games will in fact work for the PlayStation 4, but with considerable sacrifices made to performance. So what this sounds like to me, guys, is at the end of the day, yes, you will be able to play it on your PlayStation 4, but you're going to have to make some sacrifices in regards to performance. Maybe it won't look as pretty. Similar, for example, with the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 when it comes to Destiny, there were a little bit of a difference when it comes to performance. It was also made very clear current games would not be getting any type of performance upgrade or upgrades. Being able to play on the system and benefits to older games would come via patch per game and per developer. So when asked if that was happening, the response was it's a possibility but doubtful in the exceptional handful of games. We're also given a list of games that will be available at launch and will directly take advantage of the PlayStation 4K with the differences, and I were quoted as significant. So there does sound like there is quite a difference between the Sony PlayStation 4 and the 4K. The games for the Sony PlayStation 4, Sony PlayStation VR was Valkyrie, Robertson, and GT Sport. For the PlayStation 4K, Deep Down, Geo War 4, and many globs of the game, but he couldn't remember them. So guys, that's some of the articles on the NeuroGAF. I will put a link to that in the description below. I've also put a screenshot, so obviously you can go through and read it as I was reading it out for you. Apart from that, what else? Okay, so like I say, yeah, as for the Sony PlayStation 4, I do think the release date of it will be happening next year. We are expecting some sort of release date at this September 7th event. So I suspect they will be releasing a date then. My suspicions are probably looking around an October launch date next year. There are rumours it is supposed to be coming out this year, but I think that's just way too late in the cycle. There's not enough time for them to build the hype train up regarding it. So I don't think that's going to be happening. But I do think that we will get it maybe mid or late next year, possibly late next year. Yes, I am also familiar with the fact that there are rumours that there will be by March 2017. But to be honest, even that I still think is pushing it. And there's no real reason to launch a console in March. If they do it in October, November, they can then go through and then probably get those Christmas sales. So that's what I'm suspecting will happen there. But guys, yeah, apart from that, that's pretty much what we know. We're just sort of waiting for this whole September 7th meeting to find out what is happening. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think they'll be going with the 5.5 teraflops or the 4.2? Personally, I think they will be going with the second option, the 5.5 teraflops, just because of the fact that Xbox has announced a 6 teraflop situation or a 6 teraflop processor or console. So I think Sony will be launching the 5.5 and then maybe overclocking it to get closer to the 6. They don't want a 40% difference like the Xbox did with the PlayStation. So let us know what you think in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, guys, hit that smack that subscribe button. If you like this video, please remember to click that like button as well, because that lets me know if you like it or not. And then obviously gives me some feedback. And if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to hit me up in the comment section below. I do read all the comments, so obviously feel free to hit me up in there. And apart from that, or you can tweet me, GamersCaf, GamersCaf01, I believe. Links in the description below anyway. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Apart from that, gamers, have a great night. I will see you playing games.